Michael, just can you tell me a little bit about the process, the procedures they took in order to do that, rather than they, so you told me that they selected the positions, and if you were in that position, automatically.
Yeah.
Did they do any other procedures and processes?
Well, this last time was it was a huge event. Basically, people came to work on a Thursday, I believe it was, and were told upon coming in, everybody's going to meet down in the cafeteria, which we did, and everybody kind of knew, what was going on here, and that it would be a massive layoff. Well, there were probably 900 people there, and they were told that you're going to go back up to your desk, and you're going to see your respective supervisors one by one, and you'd be told whether or not you were leaving today or not. And I think exactly half of that workforce was let go that day.
Half of that workforce,
Yeah.
which that you're talking about 450 people.
Yeah.
What percent of the whole, just like the 450 people out of the
Well,
employees?
it was IT, which is a pretty big division in a call center. It was a call center. So there was a large concentration of technical talent, which is really the highest salaries in the place, with the exception of certain marketing people who were good performers. So I'm not sure what the total percentage was, but it was significant. And of course, it may have decimated the entire percentage for the site, but it absolutely destroyed the IT. Yeah. All the projects were stopped basically, and most of them weren't completed.
So, excuse me if we get a little bit personal, but what was the impact of getting laid off on you from social perspective, from your family, relatives, friends?
Well, I made good money, and it was a prestigious job. I enjoyed my life and had a lot of freedoms to do things that I enjoyed. And suddenly you're on a budget. I had some savings, fortunately, and of course got a package from the company as well, and I was able to stretch it out. I was having a hard time getting a job after that, which I had never gone to an interview and not gotten a job. So, call me cocky, but it was horrible to go to a job interview and fit exactly to the job and know that you nailed the interview, and then find out a week later that one of your contemporaries that was, equivalent to you, who also got laid off, got the job, because there's all of a sudden the tables were turned. Rather than having job offers at your feet, now we're at the feet of the people offering jobs. So that was really tough, and that went on and on and on. And after about a year, I just really didn't see a whole lot of hope.
So, can you tell us a little bit about your coping techniques that you?
I have a little race car, so that was a good distraction. But that costs money too. So my coping techniques, I really don't know how to answer that question. You just got to have faith that you've always managed before and always been taken care of some one way or another before, and kind of just hang on to your ass and see what happens.
Is this faith decreasing over time?
I don't know. So you might call me an optimist. But I am. I kind of think that it's going to, I don't think of anything's going to end. I think everything's going to be okay, and it always has. And I think it's real important to keep a positive attitude like that. I always have. It's always worked out. Maybe one day I might be wrong, but you know, I'm well on my way in my life, and so far it's been great. Even though I'm currently unemployed and a student, I still see a bright future ahead.
So why did you choose education? You have a degree that used to get.
Yeah, the job market has actually picked up in my area. Systems engineering has picked up, and I probably could go out and get a job right now. But when I did apply to the university, to the program that I'm in, which is a PhD program in modeling and simulation, it just interested me. It was something new and different, and I kind of like to shake things up every five years or so. And I was overdue for a change, and this was a major change. You know, I've been working with hotels, and now I work with really cool things.
Yeah. So, what was your instant reaction when you were informed? How did you get it?
I was sitting across from the vice president of the company that I was reporting to, and she basically said, and she was much more upset than I was. She was on the verge of tears, and she felt very badly. And what I didn't know at the time, that I found moments later, I found out that she was sitting there making the cuts, and she was cut herself.
Oh.
Yeah, so that was kind of ironically sad. Yeah.
So, what do you recommend for people who got laid off, or people who would get laid off in the future?
You look at your options. I mean, just don't. If something's not working, stop doing it and do something else. Right? That's my suggestion. Look at something. I know it's easy to say. I'm lucky. I'm single. It would have been really tough if I had a family that I had to feed, but I don't. So I was able to do something crazy, like just go on this educational sabbatical, is what I'm calling it. But I took my package money and my savings, and I've been able to stretch it out. And I've been in more than a year now, and I've got maybe 2 to go, and I've just now started getting student loans. So I'm good.
I'd like to thank you a lot.
My pleasure.
Thank you for sharing this experience with us.
Yeah.
And hope you get a better job.
I'm sure I will. Thanks.
I will.